Okay, so we are going to learn how to do the column multiplication method. It is a lot quicker than the grid method, so I'm going to talk you through the stages. So, if we had the example 32 times 6, okay, we still need to remember that we have our tens and units times a unit, and how we set it out is you put the 32 on the top, make sure you've got your symbol, and then your units underneath. Really important that you remember which one is which. I'm just going to pop them up there. So how you do it to start with is you do the 6 times the 2, which is 12. So your 2 goes there and your 1 comes down here, because what you've got to remember is it isn't a 1, it is actually a 10. So you then do 6 times 3, which is 18, and you've got to remember that your 1 is down here, so that makes 19, and your answer is 192. When you've done, you just need to check that it looks a sensible answer, and 192 seems roughly in about the right amount of place for me. So that is correct. Now, we are going to move on to doing a tens and units by a tens and units, and this one is a little bit different. So we are going to do 24 times 35. Okay, now I'm going to do it in exactly the same way. So I've got 24, I'm going to make sure I've got my tens and units up there to remind me, times 35. So similar to how we did the other one, you start with your units first. You have 5 times 4, which is 20, and then you have your 5 times your 2, which is 10, and remember to add your 2 on there, which is 12. Okay, now this one is a little bit different, because what you have to do, and I am just going to get rid of that so it doesn't confuse me, is this 3 here isn't actually a 3, it is a 30. Okay, so first thing you do is you need to bring your place holding 0 down, okay, particularly if you have a second digit here. So now we do the 3 times the 4, which is 12. And you have your 3 times the 2, which is 6, and you have to remember to add your 1 on there, so that makes 7. Now what you need to do is you need to add those 2 up, because my sum isn't actually complete. So 0 add 0 is 0, 2 add 2 is 4, 7 add 1 is 8. Okay, we're going to put it back up there and see if our answer is reasonable. 24 times 35, that looks about right to me. Okay, so just remember, whenever you have tens and units times tens and units, the most important thing is when you're on the next bit, because this is actually 35, not 3, you have to bring your place holding 0 down.